Hi guys, Zach Meyer with Meyer Property Maintenance. I'm just going to do a quick review of this scl1000 that I rented from Gap Power here in Pennsylvania. They were actually one of the first rental units to get this machine, and I just want to give my thoughts on it. Well, first off, I've been kicking around the idea of getting a track loader and holding on to my dingo. I don't find myself in too many situations where I need a track loader. If I really need to dig dirt, I have an excavator. And I think I am going to get rid of my dingo, and I think I'm going to order one of these, and I'll tell you why. It's very fast. It's not as tippy as everybody says that it is. The only thing I really don't like about it is the electronic over hydraulic controls. I'd prefer to have a little bit more response, but it's really not that bad. Anybody in the comments, let me know if this thing has sensitivity adjustment for the controls. I didn't mess around with it too much because it's not mine, and I just want to get some work done with it today, but I'm curious. The dump heights are very impressive. I'm running a 48-inch bucket on it. I just moving around bulk material today. I mean, if you have to run a 36-inch bucket to get in through a gate or something like that, I understand, but I don't recommend it. It's not enough weight on the front of the machine. I think a 48-inch bucket is a good size bucket to run on this. And if I do order one, which I think I'm going to, I'm probably just going to get a 48-inch, all-purpose bucket, since I already have a bulk material bucket, and a 44-inch tooth bucket for digging. Aside from that, I really don't know what the gripe was about the pins not locking. It hooks up to this bucket just fine, no issues there whatsoever. It's not the most fuel efficient thing in the world. I mean, I ran it for, I don't know, 5 hours, I guess, and used about half a tank of fuel. I could run my excavator all day wide open, and I think I would maybe, I don't know, maybe around half, but that's a much larger tank, and it's actually about the same size engine. But I don't know, not too many things that I dislike about it. It is pretty decent going over bumps and stuff. You just got to get used to it, just like anything. If you get a new car, you really don't know how to drive it until you've driven it for a while. It's the same kind of concept. The platform is nice. I mean, I don't really see much wear on these hoses and stuff or whatever inside. It almost looks like, that could be an issue, but not really. I guess this stuff really protects it. It is fast enough to where you're really going to get work done. Like, I really noticed like getting a crazy improvement in work time today, and I'm actually working by myself. So if anybody's interested in getting one of these, yeah, they are really good machines. They really are. I've seen just about every single review video that's on the internet right now about these things, and yeah, they can definitely get some work done. They are, like I said, they're more stable than what everybody says that they are. You ain't putting this thing on a hill, sideways. I wouldn't do that. But if you're going up an incline, I'm saying, just be mindful. If you're gonna buy this machine, get some larger buckets for it, give it a little bit more weight. I'm sure they're gonna make some revisions, maybe add a counterweight in the front. I would definitely suggest that. Steel impregnated tracks really makes this machine. I've also considered the TX1000, but they do have a lot of undercarriage issues, and the cogs like to get beat up and stuff like that. There's guys running these things already got 600-700 hours on them. They don't have any issues with the undercarriage, as far as I know. I know the fuel pump was done on this because they tend to leak. The electric fuel pump, I think it is, and then it had the software update. But yeah, I mean, by the end of the day, I was pretty fond of the controls and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of tech in this thing. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, because then you're subject to electrical issues and stuff as it gets older, and you have to take it to Kubota pretty much. But it's It's a beast, man. It's a sweet machine. I think if I'm going to order one, I'd probably get a Harley rake, a 48-inch low profile bucket, and a 44-inch low profile tooth bucket. I think I would be happy with that. Um, it's yeah, it definitely does its job. They did a good job putting this thing together. Like I said, just small revisions. I'm sure they're going to do in the next year or two here. Or who knows, maybe they're even making the revisions now. But it's impressive. I really like it, and it's really obviously good for getting into tight spaces. You know, these tracks are still in pretty good shape. You know, with the hours that they have, you know, especially out of rental fleet, you know, everybody's using this thing. But it's a good machine. I really think that I want to add this to my list of things that I want to buy for my business. This really could help us, and you know, reduce a lot of time on jobs because of its speed. That's a big thing. But there's really nothing that I can find that I, you know, totally like, you know, would just throw me away from not buying it. If anybody in the comments could let me know if you guys have run one of these things and you've also ran a TX1000, and just what your thoughts on the comparisons are. I know that this has a little bit more dump height than the TX1000, and I think it might be a tad faster. But I do know they got a lot of undercarriage issues. I don't know, maybe I just hearing about people who have them versus, you know, people who really don't have them, and, you know, who know how many hours they have in their machine. But I tend to take really good care of my stuff. I don't beat it up. I always double check everything, grease fittings. I won't start a machine without checking the oil. I'm just all about preventative maintenance. So but anyway, I just wanted to do a review of this. And yeah, if you're in Pennsylvania, anywhere near Chester County, Gap Power Rentals has these things. I don't know how many. I think they have, I want to say they may have 6 or 7, but yeah, they are pretty sweet machines. And I've heard that their hydraulic power is actually really it's really good, really good. So but yeah, that's how I feel about this machine.